I'm a technical trader and I trade S&P 500 mini futures most of the times. Sometimes I do some other trades as well, but that's my primary um, interest. Uh, so let's see what's happening here on ES. That's S&P 500 futures. Uh, oh, by the way, on Friday I had said that it would be in uptrend, and it is still going up, as you can see. Monday I expect a green day. Monday I expect a green day on ES because it has been following this channel, which has been pulling it down, and this was a beautiful candle. The Friday's candle was a beautiful candle. It has a long wick. I mean, shows how much there was a selling pressure. It went all the way down, and yet the momentum during the last hours, pushed it back up, and hence the long wick at the bottom. Uh, so this kind of pattern has been happening for the last 2 days, and I'm expecting on Monday the candle should form somewhere around here, slightly above this Friday's candle. It might even be a gap up open in US when the market opens. So this is ES. I mean, I usually go to hourly and see this pattern has repeated twice in a row, or rather thrice in a row. Second half of it just moves on. People are trying to sell in the morning, sell in the morning, sell in the morning, and then when the big boys come in in the afternoon hours, they pick up where they left the game off the previous day, probably. And what I see is higher highs. Just a simple line, higher highs. So if you can see that, it's tracking onto this red line and trying to go higher and higher above this slanting red line. That's for me is like it's building up momentum. That's how I see it. It's building up momentum to shoot up.
Is there anything to read in this as far as two humps being formed? Does that mean something? I'm not an expert in it.
No, not that way. Not that. I mean, not this way. But on Friday, I did mention to somebody this thing. I did mention it on this particular chart. I was doing this.
Fanning out.
Yep, and it's going upwards. Basically, it's going upwards. If you go on a 4-hour chart, you will see it further clearly. See, the whole point being this is trying to get away from this bottom black line.
Okay.
This line, it's trying to get away from here, trying to take off like an airplane.
You're talking about which line? The inclined line or the straight?
The incline line, the black incline line.
But I see what is that?
That's one of the channel. I mean, this is the channel that I created. So this channel has layers. So if you can see, when I zoom out, it kind of takes traction onto one section of the channel, goes up to the next one, stops here, goes down, stops here, goes up. It keeps on tracking this channel up and down, up and down, up and down.
Okay.
This way. So if you see it on again, I always go on a different granulation all the time. like smaller and bigger granulation. So 4 hour, let's say go back to 1 hour, and you will see how the traction is happening or not. Now goes up, hits the resistance, goes down, hits the support, goes up, hits the resistance, goes down, support, so, resistance, support, and in essence, uh, it takes away like 3 steps ahead and 1 step back,
Yeah.
and that's why it's going up constantly upwards. This date is here, 6th of April. Question. If you have any question, shoot.
Does it look like a rising wedge by any chance?
Nah. Wedge is the other way around.
Okay.
So on the wedge, this smaller section will be on the outside, and this larger face would be on the back end.
Okay.
All right. So that's yes. I also did analysis for other major indices. Let me go to NASDAQ. And this is even more beautiful. NASDAQ. Look at this. Wow. Again, 6th of April, line in the sand. Ever since 6th of the April, it has respected this channel. So the respect to the channel is kind of taking it upwards, and this is a pretty strong channel. It falls below, but it's not swaying away. If you are unable to see how the candles are tracking the channel, the easiest way to see is switch to the line chart, and you can see just sticking to the channel.
Yeah, because line chart only shows that it doesn't show the wicks, right? It just shows the ends and closings.
It just shows the closing. Yep, it just shows the closing.
So because of wicks, so I mean, had you drawn this on May 11th, it would have, like from April 20th to say May 11th, you probably would have created it a steeper upward.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So I mean, the incline keeps changing, right?
Of course, of course, of course. You have to stay vigilant on the road, right?
Right. Right.
I mean, the road curves and twists and turns, right? But
Right.
So it's this is nothing but money, and I am always on top of my money, and I don't have to spend hours for this. I just spend maybe 5 minutes in a day, or maybe 30 minutes in a day at most, if I were to go to see all the major indices. So let's say this is, we already seen ES. This is NASDAQ. Let's see, Russell. Oh, sorry. Russell. 6th of April, line in the sand. And it is still respecting this channel.
So when you draw the channel in this trading view, when you bring the chart back, it remembers it.
Yeah, yep.
I need to learn this trading view a little better.
Yeah, you'll learn it. I'll help you. This is very easy. Okay. This is Russell. Just so you know, I know you're sitting in US, but let me show you something weird. Okay. Now you've seen how ES was a little higher, NASDAQ was up in the clouds, Russell is somewhere below ES. Look at ASX, that's Australian Stock Exchange. It's a little lower, and as you had just mentioned, right? It
Mhm.
only works until it does not.
Yeah. Okay.
I knew this question would be coming, and I was prepared for this question. And this is happening right now. This is changing course for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sessions. It
It's
dropped below the
okay. Because I think you've drawn it since 19th of May or maybe
20
20th.
to 26th of May.
Right. And then it's further changing from the 13th of July or something. Or
Yeah.
12th.
So it was going upwards in this channel until this particular day. It dropped on 8th of July. The orange channel.
Yeah.
It dropped below the orange channel on 8th of July. And ever since then, it's been going sideways. So let's see where we can track it backwards. And I found it here, like 26th of May. That's the farthest possible correlation that I could find.
Yeah.
If I turn it into a line chart, you will be having a better visibility. Look at this. Until this fine day, 7th of July, we had a hope that this will go back upwards, right?
Yeah.
But now it's not respecting this orange channel anymore. It's tracking sideways on the blue channel. People might say this is because of the second wave of corona. Well, that's around the same time it started showing up, or again, there are different reasons, but I only am concerned about my money, and I'm only concerned about how to make money the easiest possible way. And all I see is a chart.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, as long as you're playing it where you're playing to the chart, but also you're playing it safely. Where I mean, a big move doesn't kill you,
Yeah.
then you're good, right?
Yes. So the whole point is staying on top of your game. Come on, you're
Yeah.
driving. You're driving,
So
you look at the back seat, turning your head around. That's the recipe for killing everybody in the car, right?
yeah, I'm gonna play another week of covered calls next week.
Okay.
What are your suggestions for that? Should
Let's see. Hold on,
seems
hold on,
like
hold
you're
on.
saying that Monday is gonna be a high day.
On
Although
ES, yes. On ES, I see it a pretty green day,
on
or relatively higher than this one here. So I'll show you.
so ES is the SPY, right?
ES is
I
S&P 500 futures. Yes. Yes.
EQQ. So how about
And Nasdaq, NQ.
yeah, yeah.
And here it is.
Oh, that
Nasdaq.
doji.
Do you see a similar pattern on Friday's candle between ES, Nasdaq? See, this is the ES candle. Previous one was the Nasdaq candle. Let's go to Russell. A similar long wick at the bottom. A longer body, but it tried to push up. You can see it on an hourly. What was the price action happening? See?
So probably put a limit order for entry because there's a longer wick on the bottom. Try to get in on a better price, right?
Yeah, you could do that. You can do that. And I mean, the easiest way is for you guys sitting in US, wait for another, 24 hours or so, less than 24 hours, and you
Yeah.
will see when the market opens which way it is going, right? You have like,
Like on Tuesday.
yeah, on Sunday evening. Sunday evening for you guys, Monday morning for us in Australia.
So
That's when the
future.
futures open.
Yeah.
Futures will tell you what's about to happen on Monday morning in US.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? That's how I track it. Look at this candle on Russell, and let's see again between Russell, Nasdaq, and S&P, we have like 2,600 companies right there.
Yeah.
2,600 companies. We just tracked 2,600 companies in less than 20 minutes in one chart. Let's say another 200 companies XJO, Russell, ASX. Now this is a bigger. Now see,
What is this?
this is Australian stock
Okay.
exchange, Australian Securities Exchange.
Okay.
Let's go on 1 hour. A chart is a chart. A candle is a candle. Now, if you can see how the recovery phase is weaning as we are moving away from the major big boys. Like,
what do you mean by that?
Like I'll show you. This was the recovery, right? Second half of the day on Friday.
Okay.
This was the recovery on ES. And this was NASDAQ. Look at this, NASDAQ. Okay?
Right.
Notice this last 3 or 4 candles, okay? 4 candles here. And let's say RTY, Russell. Now this is, again, not as high, but similar pattern, last 4 hours. But the minute we move out of US, you can see the fade out effect. It tried to recover, but not compare. The momentum was not enough to bring it back up like the major indices in US. Probably this will happen on Monday here in Australia.
Yeah. Yeah. So this was this Thursday.
This is for you. This is
your Friday.
my Friday, your Thursday.
Thursday,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So the
are
momentum
we copy this pattern?
No. Everybody else copies S&P, NASDAQ, and or Russell.
So then you guys should be copying our Thursday pattern on your Friday, right? Is that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now let me show you something more. This is India.
Can you show like where is our Thursday pattern? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, hold on. Let me go back to ES. I'll show you the Thursday pattern. This is the Thursday pattern. This is again the Thursday pattern.
It went up.
Again, this is all the way up.
Okay, and then
it's all the way up. Going back to what's
that?
It's not going up. Again, it takes a long time for the trickle effect to take place. When I say long, I mean like 24 to 48 hours. It does follow the same pattern, but there are local factors as well.
Right.
Look at how it is tracking downwards and taking support from this line now. It has already pierced it's not a, it was trying to form a bullish engulfing, but it just happened to be like piercing. That's what it is called. Let's go to Nifty. Let me go to 1 day daily chart. Now this is India.
Right.
Again, following the same pattern ever since we hit the bottom. Same channel. But the whole point being, they all mimic this one big guy. This guy is commanding everything else. He's the boss.
So, okay. Tell me one thing, like for people living in the US, through Interactive Broker, we can play Australian stocks as well, right?
I think yes.
You will have like weird tax liabilities after that?
Tax has got nothing to do with it.
No?
No. Okay. As long as your account is where your place of residence is, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, so we'll just have our own US taxes on those gains.
Yeah. But why bother when you have this big guy?
Yeah, we have the big guy.
Well, I'm sitting in Australia, Sydney, and I'm tracking this big guy here. I don't do anything else.
Maybe maybe a company stock, maybe like if there is a good mining company in Australia.
not worth my money or time.
Yeah, I mean, like I keep some stuff in long term, right? So
Okay, you want to see
maybe you'll
long term?
convince me to go completely, futures.
No, not futures. Let me show you. I don't know how many people have seen this in my previous calls. Let me show you guys something. This is S&P 500 index. I'm going on a weekly chart. I'm going to a line chart, and I'm not selling you anything. This is my best. This thing always mesmerizes me. Okay.
You did what is this purple line?
This is just a moving average. I'll close it.
Okay.
Raun, can you please read the date on x-axis?
71. Yeah, you were probably not born, and I was 3 years old.
No. This is
It's
1871.
done.
It's 1871. Oh,
Even your
wow.
grandfather was not born.
Oh, yeah, my grandpa was really old.
I don't think he was born in 1871.
He was born in 1880. Yeah, he was.
Even he was not born then.
Yeah.
So maybe your great grandfather was maybe riding a horse.
Yeah.
That's how old this monster is. And it survived 2 world wars,
Yeah.
2 pandemics, 1 cold war, and everything in between. I will put my money on this horse. Nobody has bailed it out.
So Danish, so far you've been trading in a upward trending market, and this thing is going to turn down, right? One day, and it's going to go
Yes.
down for a little bit. I know it goes down in an escalator, or it goes down in an elevator, and it's going to stop going down, but then it'll move sideways, like we have seen the downtrends in my life. I've seen them. What is your strategy for that when it starts falling? What indexes are you going to play, or what are you going to do?
I'm not married to anything.
Right.
So I jumped the bus. I moved to inverse ETFs. I make money both ways. I will track VIX then. Oh, by the way, even now, I do track VIX. On the red days, I make a killing. On my smaller, or rather, something that I personally do not like, but I still do it, the covered call things, I make a killing on that thing. I kill
Yeah,
it. Even on Thursday morning here, on ES, Thursday morning here, this big red candles on an hourly chart.
can you show me the VIX chart next to it? Maybe
Sure. Hold on.
that's better.
Yeah. Hold on. I'll show you. I'll overlap it on a daily. Let's compare. Compare VIX. Let me remove all the drawings. Whenever ES moves down, VIX moves up. Again, this
So
is
VIX volatility, right?
VIX is volatility.
And VIX itself is a measure of volatility. It's not something you can trade, right? Or can you?
You can trade using ETFs that are based on VIX.
Okay.
So,
But so VIX is the volatility. The CBOE, I guess, calculates that. Who calculates that?
yeah, CBOE does. But let's say equivalent for ES is SPY. You are sitting on SPY.
Right.
On this particular day, 24th of February, you decide to jump off the ship and you jump on to compare with TVIX. That's an ETF.
Yeah, TVX. Is that triple of VIX or just sim?
I'll have to do that.
Okay. So as it goes, it's hard to put both on the same scale. Maybe you have to do it on.
I don't know, something is crazy happening on TradingView today, but I usually am able to do it. Maybe it should turn off now. It's not working this way. Still not working.
Yeah, we can see where the way it tweaks this thing.
I need to zoom in a little bit because zoomed out is creating this trouble. So on 20th of February, 24th of February, you decided to jump off the ship here. And that day you divorced SPY and you married TVIX. And this is 23rd of March. 23rd of March is here. 24th of March. That's the day when we hit the bottom. And you just draw a simple straight line from 24th of February up to, let's say, the first day it starts coming down is here. You jump off the ship. You're not married to VIX. Hold on.
You jump off of SPY, you're saying?
You jump off of, so on 24th of February, you jump off of SPY onto TVIX. And the first day it goes down big time, you jump off of TVIX onto SPY. So you already made 869%.
So you jump on to from SPY, you go to the contrary.
TVIX. Yeah.
I thought TVIX was a VIX indicator.
No, TVIX is an ETF. TVIX is an ETF. You can just buy it.
Okay, but it follows the VIX. It's not inverse of SPY, right? Or is it?
Yeah, I mean, VIX itself is an inverse of SPY.
But not truly, right? VIX is just
yes.
indication of
it's not an inverse ETF. It's a VIX. This ETF tracks VIX.
It's a volatility. You can have very high volatility when the stocks are going up as well, right?
Yes, sir. But
so instead of TVIX, why don't you do something that's, it's just a question. It's not a challenge, but I'm trying to figure out. Why don't you do something that is an inverse of SPY? Like that shorts SPY.
You could do that as well. I mean, I just remembered this name off of my head. That's it.
What do you have one that that shorts SPY?
I think it's SPXL. I think so. Compare SPXL.
Hi, can I ask a question?
Sure.
So what is the purpose of this call? Is it chart analysis or?
We were doing chart analysis. Sorry. Yeah, let's stick to that.
Yeah, I just obviously there is
good. Thank you for keeping us on the track.
Is that JJ?
Yeah, that's JJ.
Hey JJ.
People need to respect JJ.
No, nobody needs to respect me. I was just wondering, right? Because
I'm just kidding.
We just went down a rabbit hole, JJ. That's fine. This is Raman, by the way.
I know.
So JJ, this is what we covered.
Very easy to go through. Keep talking about ups and downs and.
Yeah. Let's stick to the point. But JJ, we already covered like 4 major indices in the world, rather 5 in less than half an hour. So we covered like, yes, this is what I see. I see a green day on Monday. It's respecting this channel. I expect a candle here on ES, right here.
Yeah.
3280s, somewhere around that, 70s, 80s, up to 3300. Monday is a big green day, and we might also be completing this handle, just so you know.
So I have a chart related question.
Sure, shoot.
Okay. So these lines you have drawn,
mm-hmm.
the horizontal are fine. These diagonal lines, these are a regression or?
No, this is just a channel, Fibonacci channel.
This is also a diagonal Fibonacci. So what about doing a regression channel? Not the Fibonacci regression, but just the mean reversal, so that we see one standard deviation.
You could do that. You could do that. I mean, anything.
No. So my thing is, because these days we keep hearing about mean reversals, and there are two. Again, there are different theories and different philosophies and different ways to track reversals.
Yeah.
Somebody says reversal from a Fibonacci number, right? From the most
Yeah.
recent Fibo high down to midpoint and then bounce up.
Mhm.
There are some say, okay, stocks actually hover between one standard deviation till the time there is a bigger event. That's when they go into two standard deviations.
Yeah, that's nothing but people love to use complex words for simpler explanations, and that's the Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Band is nothing but 20-day moving average with two standard deviations on both the sides. Uh, that's the exact definition of Bollinger Bands. I can show you. And you can Google the definition. So, that's what you were saying, right?
So Bollinger Band also has a mean line, which is the moving average.
This is the mean line.
The red line.
The red line, that's the 20-day moving average.
Oh, that's the 20-day.
Yeah,
Okay.
and by the way, you can actually tighten it up. Let's say just one standard deviation. Now suddenly
Right.
your Bollinger Bands are tighter or looser. Okay.
Yeah, so you can do Bollinger Band and okay.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. See?
Can you take off? That's okay. No, I can see it now. So it's basically doing exactly the same thing. If I go through that red line, it is actually bouncing off that red line, right?
Yes, sir. The day it falls below the red line pulls it back up. The day it goes too far away from red line, the red line pulls it back down. That's how I see it.
So one thing I want to see is, can you do? So you are on this thing, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Can we do a replay and see how one thing which is very intriguing is obviously in a historical analysis it looks all dandy, right? Even the red candle bounced back off from that mean.
You want me to replay from here?
Yeah, so I want to see how it happens actually when you are actually watching this. Where is the mean sitting at that time?
Like especially where the channel has gotten really wide. Like
yeah, so exactly
March 9th, March 1st. How was the channel looking on that day? It was not looking right now, right? Because it feeds. There is a.
I know what you're saying.
Feedback loop in this thing. So
I'm trying to put this on, and it is not.
It won't,
hold on.
because it considers all the data, right?
Because that is the intriguing part. I mean, obviously.
Let me see on SPY. Let me do it on SPY. Hold on.
Hindsight is 2020.
I know what you're saying. Hindsight is always 2020. Let's start from here. How about this?
So what date is this?
24th of February. 20th of February.
20th of February. You are there.
All-time high. A day after all-time high. Okay.
How did you do that?
So I just put the replay on.
Okay.
Okay. So obviously this seems like
the world is a happy place yet.
Well, and there's a consolidation happening, and then there is a small little red candle. People say this is nothing. This is some correction.
Yeah. You want me to play it now?
Yeah. Let's see what happens next day. This should really come back to that red line, right? It should start coming back to the red line from that high.
Yes, sir.
Okay, comes down. Beautiful.
So that's
boom.
That's where you should get out.
No, I see. This is so. Wait. Stop playing.
Hold on. Yeah.
See, this is the dilemma here, right? So there was one red candle, and then really from that mean, it should have technically bounced back.
Yeah, so I don't do this. Honestly, I don't do this. The
You, you,
simplest
you
way,
know, you know what I'm talking about, right?
I know what you're talking about, and
It comes back in 4 days.
the simplest answer to your question is get rid of fancy names. Is what my simplest answer. Okay. Okay. People think that because there is a tongue twister name, it has more power to it. Bollinger Band is nothing but a 20-day moving average. I will put the same stupid 20-day moving average. 20-day moving average. By the way, it's the same thing as Bollinger Band's mean line. Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing new. And for an average Joe, the minute this price line is crossing the red line, jump out. Point blank. Point blank. You don't even have to think about it. I'm not even talking about standard deviations or mean reversal or whatever fancy words.
Okay. Okay. Let's replay this then.
Okay, let's replay this. Let's go on a candlestick chart.
Yeah, JJ, I don't think it will replay differently. There's no feedback into this thing.
Okay, the day a candle closes below the red line, jump out. That's the simplest possible secret sauce. Out.
Well, yeah.
Now let the whole world.
After that, whatever action was happening, you were not near the line anyway. So you were basically, you should have stayed out of the market then.
Yes, sir. See, JJ, there is no indicator that can teach you discipline.
Right. Agreed.
Trading is something. So this day you come in. This particular day you come back in. 6th of April.
Yeah.
And now you're making money. This has nothing to do with trading or technical analysis. This has got everything to do with discipline. If you are disciplined, you make a killing. You go out, in. Point blank out.
Oh, okay. So what do you do during the time when it's below the line?
Sit on your cash. Come on, it's your money. You could do this on your IRA or 401k.
Yeah.
But we can invest in VIX, right, during that time?
Yeah, you can. You can do that as well.
So for a dumb person like me who is just playing a covered call, you unroll your covered call, get out of it, take the losses, wait, come back another day.
See, covered call is a different game.
That's a different strategy, right?
That's a different game altogether. This is for an average Joe who's just going long.
Yeah, because otherwise you would be playing options. As long as it is what you call below the red line,
stay out.
Right? Start buying, either buy puts or sell calls.
Again, JJ, now you are following the rabbit hole.
No, we have to.
No.
So there are thousand ways of making money.
Nothing to do with the chart analysis. Agree.
There are 1,000 ways of making money. Let's not get into that rabbit hole. There are 1,000 ways of making money if you have the information when to jump in and when to jump out. And the simplest possible answer is nothing fancy, no complex charts. A simple moving average of 20 days will keep you a rich person for quite a long time. I can show it to you right now. Jump in and jump out of SPY, and that's it. Let's see. If somebody can add up these numbers, that would be great. You're just going long. You're not even shorting, okay? I'm just going long. And switch to a line chart. This is September 2017. 3 years.
did cross a little bit before that.
Yeah. Again, this is showing on a line chart, so probably that candle was a small doji. And by the time you take the decision, it's already going back up on that day. I can show it to you on a candlestick chart if you'd like.
Line charts are closing.
Yeah, line charts are closing. So hold on. Let me mute everybody. I'm muting everybody because there was some noise on someone's end. If you have to say anything, you can unmute yourself. Raun, if you can just.
Yeah, I was just saying that I think in November somewhere.
Yeah, I'll show you that. I'm not trying to skip your question, but look at this. If you can just yeah, let's see. This is what you're saying, right?
Yeah. Which is fine. I mean,
yeah, fine. I don't mind. Again, I'm not trying to say that this is the perfect way. I'm just trying to eyeball it. If you could just add up the percentages. This is one stupid way of making money. I don't do this. This is one stupid way of making money. Again, I would never do this, but this is what I am showing you. How you can do this. Hold on.
yeah, we get the drift that you're doing.
Yeah. So you have made what? How much money has been made? 13 plus 3, 16 plus 5, 21 plus 9, 30 plus 5, 35 plus another 5, 40 plus 2. Let's keep it 1. 41 plus 10, 51 plus another 1%. Let's keep it that way. 52 plus another 11%. 63. And this is a stupid way of trading, okay? I will never recommend this trading. 63 plus another 7. 70. How many people have made 70% profits in the last 3 years here on this call? 75% profits in the last 3 years. You put in $100,000 3 years back, and now you're sitting on $175,000 now. How many people have done that? And this is just a stupid thing. I mean, this is an eyeballing exercise. This is nothing but an eyeballing exercise. But you could have made 75% profit on one stupid line. You're not even shorting. That's on SPY. So chart. That's how I analyze. Going back to chart analysis. Anybody else other than these two folks who have hijacked the call?
Hey, Danish, were you talking covered calls just then, or?
I stopped these guys. They were trying to take me down that rabbit hole. But if you have any question about covered call, we can cover it on a different call, or you can reach out to me directly.
No, the chart that you were just showing, I didn't follow. So you were saying that's stupid and you don't do it. What do you call that?
This is like just buying SPY and selling SPY. That's it.
Okay, got it.
Buy SPY and return the cash when the blue line passes the red line.
Then what is the recommended the way of your buy and sell? On which point?
What?
Your recommended way of trading in this SPY.
Oh, there are 1,000 ways. I cannot cover that in one day, even if I were to speak for next 24 hours.
Anyone you like? Your way?
I don't trade SPY. I trade ES, and that's what I do all the time. I trade ES, the futures. That's what is my personal trade. Honey says, why is this a stupid way of making money? Because there are way more things that you can do to fine tune it. This is like trying to, hammer your way through. This is a brute force trade, I would say. I personally fine tune my trade to every hour or day, if possible. Somebody says, what is Russell? Russell is another index of small and mid cap companies. It tracks 2,000 companies in US. Prabhakar, you asked this question. Sarah says sizzle. What is sizzle? AC sizzle. I don't find it. Oh, this is an Australian company or an American company? Sarah. I think she's dropped off.
Tanish, can we check TNA? I'm on this side. Can we
Oh,
check
yeah,
TNA?
sure.
I'm following TNA. I think
I'm
it's
following
stuck
TNA as well.
for a couple of days now.
Dude, TNA. Dude, here is a TNA. Notice how the red line is just going parallel to the channel.
Yeah, I was checking it on candles and it seems in a box now from last few days.
Let's see. Yep. Yes, sir. It is in a box.
So still an upward trend as per the Fibonacci series, yeah?
Yeah. I just muted everybody because there was some echo from someone. You can unmute yourself, Aman. Let's see. Box. Now, what do you do with this information? You can make money 1,000 different ways.
What does the box do?
Box
Predict. What
tells.
does it predict?
Okay, box is telling you it's range bound. Now you can go above or below this box to make money. I do it both ways.
Like a condor or
yeah, there are 1,000 ways of making money. Covered calls or covered cash covered puts or condors or butterflies or box. There is a box strategy as well. So there are 1,000 strategies that are outside the scope of this call. But
right.
This information that I just showed you, right? This information itself is money. Aman, I think you would be able to appreciate it, right?
Yes, I'm tracking it from few days and
this is money, right?
Yeah, it's interesting now.
This is money on top of the box and money on the bottom of the box.
Yeah.
So you put in a strategy where you're predicting it's not gonna leave the box, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so okay. But it all depends how long the box has been going, right? Eventually,
Yep. You need to, as I said, that was a stupid way of making money. This is now coming to the box is fine tuning the trade. Now, what you just posed a question, how long will box hold, is further fine tuning the trade. You are like, when I was in my school and college, we used to do like microscope. There was a 10x thing, like a knob. When you fine tune it, it'll give you the 10x magnification. And then there was a 100x knob.
My simple question is there a way to look at the data that is
yes,
inside
of course.
the box
yes, of course.
To make a guess about how long the box is lasting? Or
yes, of course.
Okay. Because it's going towards, I guess, the Fibonacci border on the bottom, whatever you
see.
call
There
it.
are there are 1,000 ways of dissecting the data. This is one of them.
Okay. So
I just split the box from daily to hourly.
You zoomed in.
I zoomed in. I went into a smaller granulation, and I'm tracking at the momentum now. Let me show you something. Do you see this line shooting in this direction?
Can be. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right?
It's. I mean, it has turned up. It's probably trending that way.
Yeah. So
Right.
there are other indicators, leading indicators, lagging indicators. Again, I guess JJ, Aman, and who else is here?
Which command?
Shishir. Shishir would know that how you can see when the box is about to break or not. You will get at least a few hours of what do you say, lead time.
Right.
Or if not lead time, you will know just when the box breaks. Anyone? Shishir, I would like your inputs.
Yeah. So as soon as the box breaks, you unroll your strategy.
Yep.
Very good point. Because this now gives you more control over how to deal with it, right?
So the whole point is how to analyze a chart, right?
Yeah.
Your strategy is secondary. The chart is primary.
What is your recommendation at what price we should get out from TNA in case if it is going to go down from the box?
Depends on what is your strategy and what's your game. Are you going long on TNA or are you going any fancy strategies, covered call and things like that?
Not long on TNA, just to make, for a short period of time.
Okay. So here, every time it bounces below this level, like this, get in here. I always tell buy, buy, buy. People who have a common group with me are witness to that statement when I tell them buy, buy, buy. And whenever it hits here, you know it's going to respect this channel. Get out. On Friday, you should have bought because on Monday it will go up to this channel. Now here it will come back down, and it'll keep bouncing between this channel.
Right. Maybe you think 27. If it goes to 27, we should be out completely out.
Again, I'm personally long on TNA. I'm going long on TNA until it goes back up to the glorious
Hey,
days.
Danish, can you bring that box back, please?
Oh, sure. That's a box.
Yeah. So what is the high on that?
3087.
Sorry.
3087.
Yeah.
But I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing, and for that I have a different number for you. Okay. Follow the line.
Follow
The cursor. The red line.
Yeah, the red line. Okay.
The red horizontal lines that I just made. So if you can see the vertical line here, the dotted blue vertical line.
Yeah.
I can make it solid if you'd like for easy visibility.
Yeah.
That's Friday close. This is Friday close.
This guy.
Yeah, I can go on an hourly and I show you the same information.
Okay.
Now look at this 4 p.m.
Yeah.
on time axis.
Yeah.
And now we are looking at different thing altogether. 4 p.m. I would not go by hourly, but I drew the line on 4 p.m. and I show you on a daily what would be the daily candle like. This candle is expected to be on this blue line between these two red horizontal lines. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what you do with this information will make or break your day. You can become a gazillionaire with this information. Right?
Or a widower.
Yeah, or a widower. This information, as I say, is widowmaker information. I mean, I do this on Big Boy, so that is the short recipe of widowmaker. So the number for you, JJ, is 28.59 and 31.61. Again, your strategy comes secondary. The primary thing is how you read the information on the chart. A chart is nothing but a representation of all the human behavior on one single place. If you see a lot of green, you see a lot of people are getting greedy. If you see a lot of red, you see a lot of people are getting scared. And
so
as
what is the advantage of using the slanting Fibonacci versus
nothing?
straight?
One way or other, whatever way you see, you are able to predict the next candle. Is what I say. The day you are able to predict the next candle is the day you have conquered the battle.
Right. But I was asking from academic point of view, is that more accurate or more?
No.
You look for what do you look for when you are doing a diagonal? Do you look for intersections with the other Fibonacci?
I just try to draw a channel.
Draw a channel. Okay.
Plain and simple, stupid channel. Look at this. If I'm able to draw one line, I am able to draw one channel. Right?
Yeah. Basically, yeah, you basically connect the bottoms, you connect the tops, you have your channel.
Yes, sir.
And then
everything in between falls into the line.
Yeah. And you do that.
Yeah, I do that horizontal as well because I know where that would hit or not. So, I mean, you personally know there are so many ways to dissect the data.
Yeah.
You can slice it and dice it and do whatever you would like. And eventually, the whole game is to make money. The whole game is to make money. And if you know where is the next candle going to be, so on Friday, as we had just seen, where would be the next candle on Friday? And I said, this is going to be in this range, and that's it. You have your free information for making you a gazillionaire. You will not die poor. Balaji, yes, this is one of the really good tickers. I used to own a few of these a few years back. BRK.P. Now you're talking money. Bala is dead serious. Get in, man.
Okay.
Bala is dead serious, man. Get in.
Yep. So I see it's going uptrend, but a couple of days ago I saw it was a bearish engulfing.
What ticker is this?
This is Berkshire Hathaway.
Oh, BRKB.
Warren Buffett.
Basically, this is tracking DIA, right? Diamonds mostly.
I have not seen that. DIA. Let me see. Nah. He's lagging behind.
So BRK is lagging?
Yeah.
Where's your DIA line?
Okay, let me add it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Compare. Dow 30, right?
Yeah.
The red line is Dow 30.
I
can change the color to some other color.
Maybe blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's lagging because they gave up all their freaking airlines.
Yeah.
I think that is they took that big $50 billion hit. So, but then this also who asked this question? That is very interesting. Are you long?
Bala,
are you long in this?
Bala is thinking of going long in this.
No, I'm planning to get in this one. So a couple of days ago, I saw that it was bearish engulfing. So doing some analysis, should I get in or not?
So
looking out for the right time.
How are you trying to get in? Just pure stock?
Yeah, as a stock for a long.
Okay.
Bala, you know how to add in more spice to this chart, right?
Yep.
Add some more spices and you will have a beautiful recipe.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Can we do Chegg? Because Chegg is coming up with earnings and it's already had a CHGG, I think. They did a big move in the past few days.
Yeah, that's a good start.
This stock is always this is like runaway.
Yeah, it's you lost it already.
This is like freaking Amazon.
Yeah, you
meeting is at 7:30, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry?
Just making
So
sure.
what are we looking at here? This basically
you missed the bus. That's what you're looking at. Yeah.
No, so here is what. All right, now we are going through a rabbit hole. Okay, so pardon me, guys. Again, trying to make some money on Tuesday.
No.
If we were to do an iron condor on this.
Don't do that. That's like standing in front of a freight train.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. JJ. I don't want to say anything personal, but I don't want you to die.
Okay.
Okay, something similar. Somebody trying to catch it now is dead. Especially with an iron condor. This is silver.
Yeah.
Somebody trying to put a condor on.
Boom.
Is a dead man walking. Okay, I see a plausible pennant happening now. It's ready to shoot up again. Again.
I have a question on this silver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So in the historical, so silver was always 20 to 30 times less than gold price, right? But now it is there is a huge.
You cut out. Bala, I cannot hear you.
Oh, is it? Sorry. So I mean to say that the silver and gold price is varying too much.
I can barely hear you.
Lower gold. Most variances keep on increasing.
Bala, you have a really bad connection. Let's talk offline. We have already been an hour into the call. Let's meet next week. Okay, we can talk about it offline. Silver.
Sure. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, everybody.